Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another Streetwear Talk video, the series where I cover the latest streetwear releases, I cover the latest streetwear news, and of course, in the series, well, we just discuss anything to do with streetwear or fashion. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything to do with an upcoming collaborative release. What I'm going to be covering is everything to do with the Supreme New York and the North Face Week 13 collaboration for Supreme's Fall/Winter 2022 collection. Welcome back, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Today, as just teased, we are going to be covering everything to do with the upcoming collaboration between Supreme New York and the North Face. They are coming together for a Week 13 collaboration for the Fall/Winter 2022 season. And we're going to be covering the editorial, all the individual pieces, the release details, and my thoughts and opinions on everything sprinkled throughout. Now, how we're going to cover that information today is by using a HYPEBEAST article. We'll head on over to that article now, and we'll quickly cover the release details for this Week 13 collab. And here we are at the HYPEBEAST article that we're going to be using today, guys. If you want to check it out for yourselves, it'll be linked down in that description section below. We'll just quickly cover the release details for this upcoming capsule. We won't cover the rest of the article, but if you guys want to read it yourselves, well, you know where to head, you know where to go. All pieces featuring subtle Supreme x the North Face co-branding. From what I've seen so far, doesn't look as subtle as they're referring to it, but we'll get to that in a second. The Supreme x the North Face second fall 2022 collaboration will see a global release via the Streetwear imprints online store and physical locations November 25th. Now you may be like, whoa, why is it the 25th and not the 24th? And you'd be totally right in normally saying that, but I'm not American, but from what I know, it's Thanksgiving on the 24th, on the Thursday. You guys can definitely correct me there. We don't celebrate it in the land down under. Is it? I think it is. And I think that's the reason why it got pushed to the Friday instead of the Thursday for this drop. It's dropping 11 AM EDT time on the Friday. It'll be dropping November 26th, so the Saturday, 11 AM Japanese Standard Time. So Japan gets it the normal drop time. The rest of the world, aka the UK, the US, and Europe, you're getting it on the 25th on the Friday because, again, I think it's Thanksgiving. But yeah, if you guys have any further questions about when and where it's dropping, drop those questions in the comment section below, or you can hit me up on Instagram, whatever you prefer. But now that we've covered all the release details to do with this capsule, we got to start diving into the editorial. Then we'll dive into the individual pieces. So we'll first cover the editorial, then we'll cover the individual pieces. Let's get into it, guys. Let's cover some skaters and models rocking this upcoming collab. Okay, so here we are at the first image. The first thing being showcased to us is a collaborative jacket, or I should more say probably a puffer jacket due to its, thicker looking texture there, with an all over print all over it. I'm a fan to see this type of stuff come back. I like seeing all over prints all over Supreme and North Face jackets. It always makes it very distinguishable that this is a Supreme North Face collab when they slap a huge all over print on it. Also, slapping a huge Supreme logo on the chest would also do that as well. And also slapping it on the arm there as well. But anyway, moving forward, we get, I think it is the same jacket, right? If we look back, there's the logo there, there's the paneling of the chest here. I think this is the same jacket. It's just obviously quite hard to tell because the colors are a lot different and it's not an all over print. But I like this. The paneling on it's cool. The color of it is quite nice. It barely looks like it is a Supreme piece here. It's an 800 down one though, so, or 800 fill I should say, but that's gonna be mega warm. That's gonna be very warm. We're having quite a cold spring at the moment down here in Australia, but yeah, I don't think I'll be rocking this anytime soon. Looks like we're getting some collaborative pants as well, as I can see the North written down here. So we'll probably get those pants showcased to us shortly. That is the back hit there. We got the huge Supreme logo across the shoulders. How do I feel about Supreme chucking a huge logo on things? Am I shocked? Not at all. I would be shocked if it didn't. It's very Supreme to do something like that. It's very Streetwear brand to do something like that. Would I have liked it without a huge logo across the shoulders? Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the piece would have been elevated a lot better and it would have been more accessible. But again, I'm not surprised that they did something like this. But yeah, could have been done a little bit nicer without the huge logo, but it is what it is, I suppose. Moving on, we get another color of it. We get yellow and black. Odd color option. I don't really want to look like a huge banana with a slightly moldy, I guess, outline. Yeah, I'm alright on this one. And judging by the North Face branding on the front here, it's probably got a huge blue Supreme logo slapped on the shoulders there. Well, moving forward, we get a different jacket, same color scheme as before. This time, one that's more weatherproof and not filled with a huge down, more like an anorak or a weather jacket like that. It looks like it has a little area for it for your watches. From what I know, there is a collaborative watch releasing in this collab. We'll confirm maybe later, but there you go there. I like that little panel there. It's a nice addition. And also I'm on the same hand, so that works perfectly for me. Moving forward, we get the all-over print being applied to this second jacket that I've mentioned here. It's not the same jacket we saw before. Supreme branding across the top there. Yeah, it's a nice little jacket there, for sure. Moving forward, same color scheme as that puffer jacket we saw before. Done on this jacket now, yellow and black. It's alright. Not doing too much for me, though. And what do you know, I was right. There was the Supreme blue branding on the back there. Okay, so we've got a, like, I was going to say very winterized themed, there's like so many different words to describe this, but some of them are not right to use, I suppose. Like, you know, like traditional American styled, like South American styled hoodies, but it's got like winter themed little like snowflakes across it and whatnot, and Supreme across it. I think it's Baja hoodie. It's technically a zip-up Baja hoodie. I might be using the wrong terminology there, but those are the first things that come to my mind when I see a piece like this. It's okay. The color scheme is a bit ugh. The graphics itself are alright, but I feel like if we went with a different color choice, this might be a little bit more, you know, nicer. It doesn't feel like a North Face piece though. Very strange piece to go with there. But anyway, moving on. Now we get the sweatsuit. We get the North Face Supreme sweatsuit with the BOGO, with the BOGO pants and the BOGO hoodie, and they slapped the logo on the side there. Interesting choice. I like that they chose to do it in a tonal color and what looks like a very washed out color as well. Maybe it's just how the photo is taken with the lighting, but it looks like a very washed out black and a very washed out black down here. So maybe that's just the lighting again. Here we have it in a purple. It still looks quite washed out. Tonal BOGO, tonal branding. It's okay. It's definitely not my favorite North Face Supreme hoodie for sure. Okay, there we go. We get the collaborative G-Shock there. G-Shock, Supreme written across the dial there, and the North Face up the top. There we go. I'm not a big watch guy, but something like this isn't really appealing to me, but I know a lot of you guys out there like G-Shock watches, so maybe this will speak to you, but yeah, I'm alright on this one. As I said, not the biggest watch guy to go with though. And our last, but not least, photo for the editorial is of course someone sleeping in the Supreme North Face. I mean, I assume it's a blanket, but of course it could also just be a huge sleeping bag. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Keep you nice and cozy during that fall winter season though, or you'll overheat in it down in the land down under if I was to sleep in something like this. But yeah, that is the entire editorial. I feel like we kind of got a showcasing of what's coming in this collab, but it's so all over the place. There's a bit of everything here and there. Well, we'll dive into it now. We'll check out what we're getting. Let's see what we're getting by checking out the individual pieces for this collab. Okay, here's our first individual piece here. Here is one of the jackets that was showcased to us. Not the one with the 800 down in it, but the one that's more like a weather jacket or a anorak, I suppose. Featuring pockets on the arms, lots of pockets on the chest area, a little panel to see your watch through there, and co-branding on the inside of it there. Moving forward, that's the back of it there. Black, massive Supreme logo on the back. I feel like this jacket, especially with this all over print, version of it would have benefited without the Supreme logo across the shoulders there, especially on this one. It's not so bad on the colored ones that are coming up next, but it, yeah, really feels a little bit odd slapping it here on this one. Like for this one, for an example, it'll look alright with that blue logo on the back, but it felt weird with that all over print one before. But black and yellow with a bit of blue branding, it's alright. Moving forward, we get the black and grey one with a bit of red branding, red across there. It's okay. Again, I feel like this piece would have benefited from not having the huge logo on the shoulders, but yeah, very typical of Supreme to do something like that. Moving forward, we now get the 800 down version, or the 800 fill version of the essentially the same colorway that we saw before. We've got grey and black with red branding, huge Supreme logo across the shoulders. I like the little paneling across here. This looks cool. I like the shapes in it, but it's the huge branding that's a switch off for me, for sure. We get the all over print version, which is going to have, yep, huge logo slapped across the back of it. The yellow and black version, huge logo there. Oh, did we see the black on black one? I didn't see a black on black one in the editorial. Black on black, it's probably the nicest just because the logo matches and it all looks kind of nice there. And it looks, there's the least obvious Supreme branding and just looks like a huge North Face jacket, which I'm kind of getting around, but yeah, there it is there. I gotta say, I think the black one's the best one. I don't know how you guys feel about all these colored options here, but yeah, I think the black one, that's the better one there. Yeah, moving forward. Yep, so we got this zip up hoodie. Again, I was trying to find the right words to describe it, but it's got that those like icicle, or I should say like snowflake designs across it, Supreme branding across it, and the North Face logo just down here. It's okay. I'd rather just go pick up. Okay, that color scheme's way better. I gotta say straight away, I prefer this color scheme way more, but yeah, it's the like the font, it's the text and stuff like that across there. It's, yeah. The black one's quite nice. The black and grayscale one, yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, okay. We definitely got the worst colorway showcased to us in the editorial. These two colors here are a lot more nicer, but again, you could find like this in like a traditional Americana store, in a lot of op shops, not Supreme branded, not North Face branded, and it'd be a lot cheaper, and it probably would look a lot nicer. Like the pattern would be more focused on the pattern and not having Supreme branding and North Face branding in it. So I feel like I'd go down that route, and you could probably go get one from Capital that would probably look really nice and probably a lot better as well. Moving forward, we've got the tonal BOGO collaborative hoodies with the massive logo slapped on the side there. There it is in black, looking very washed out here. Here it is in purple, brown, odd color options. It's just not for me. I can think of a lot. There are a lot better Supreme hoodies out there for sure, and a lot better Supreme North Face ones. I think one of my favorite ones in recent memory was the all over print iceberg climbing one. That one's fantastic. Would wish that the North Face would actually take more wildlife photography and just like landscape, landscape photography and whatnot, and use it on like Supreme collabs like this. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun, but instead they do this where they slap a huge logo that's embroidered in tonal on the side of the hood there, and it's just a little bit weird there. Here is the matching sweatpants for it. It'll come in the same colors. Yeah, it's all right. We've got a thermal long sleeve by the looks of it, or maybe just a long sleeve potentially, but I'm assuming it's a thermal with it being a collaboration with the North Face. Comes in purple, comes in all the same colors the sweatpants came in, or the sweatsuit came in. We've got matching beanies to the matching like Baja zip up hoodie. And we've got the blanket, or the duffel. Again, I think I'm going to assume it's a blanket there. Looks kind of cool actually hung up like this. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. It kind of, yeah, huge ass looking photo there. We got the G-Shock watch with collaborative branding there. Obviously collaborative branding on the face, but the Supreme one isn't visible until you light it up, which is kind of fun. I think that's kind of a cool way of handling it. Yeah, see there it is. Oh wow, it's Supreme branded. You'd be like, oh, that's G-Shock, and you'd be like, haha, nice Supreme G-Shock. Yeah, yeah. It's a banana one. It's very odd, isn't it? Okay, the white one's the cleanest. I'll say that. The white one is the cleanest. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Actually, the black one's alright as well, but I don't know, something about the white G-Shock. Speaking of me, would I wear it? No, I'm not a, yeah. Oh, and of course, I got to showcase them all lining up there for the last image. Alright guys, well, that is the week 13 collab between Supreme and the North Face. How do I feel about it? I mean, they're better collabs in recent memory, but it's not exactly blowing me away. If they removed some branding, I feel like we would definitely elevate it a lot. I mean, I'm more specifically referring to the jackets, definitely. The sweatsuit, I feel like that's kind of eh. This, eh. But, yeah. And these hoodies, you know, eh. Yeah. I feel like definitely the hoodies and sweatpants and all that stuff is very eh, this collab. The jackets are kind of cool, but they definitely would have benefited from removing the branding there. Even just do like a tonal BOGO like right there. It's right there. Or would that actually work with the all over print one? Oh, they could have, like, it could have worked. They could have had the BOGO there and then it could have been placed here and... See, man, I'm telling you, man. Hire me, Supreme. I'm thinking of ideas, man. We could have slapped a tonal BOGO to work with the artwork for the all over print one, but then also work for the not all over print one. If we needed to chuck Supreme branding on it, we could have done it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe you guys won't agree with my take on that one, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, look, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this collab, guys. I'm not hugely blown away by it, but maybe some of you North Face Supreme fans will be big fans of it. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on this collaborative Week 13 collab down in that comment section below. Well, there it is, guys. There is the Week 13 Supreme North Face collaboration covered. We covered the release details. It's releasing on the Friday instead of the Thursday or the Saturday if you live in Japan. We covered the editorial, we covered the individual pieces, and I sprinkled my thoughts and opinions throughout. Look, it's not the worst Supreme North Face collaboration I've ever seen. It doesn't do anything crazy for me though. I look at it, I'm like, yeah, alright, cool. But yeah, again, I don't have a lot of hope for these Supreme North Face collaborations, so whenever I see like an okay one, I suppose it really like puts it on a pedestal a bit because like all the other ones are eh. Or at least over the past couple of years they have been, I gotta say. Like a decade or a decade and a half ago, it was definitely a lot better with these Supreme North Face collabs. These recent ones, I don't know. But maybe you feel a bit differently, maybe you really like this collaboration. I'd love to hear if you are going to be picking up something from this collab, what you're going to be picking up. Let me know down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want to keep covering the upcoming Supreme collaborations, upcoming Supreme releases, just give me the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and the best indicator of them all, a subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone 3,500 before the end of the month. We are very, very close. We are like 2 to 3 subs off, guys. Hopefully, with your guys' continuous support, we can reach 3,500 before the end of the month. But that's everything I got to say about this collaboration, guys. Stay tuned for the drop list video where we will cover all Week 13. I wish you the best of luck if you are going for something from this collab. Hopefully you can pick it up in the size, color, and style that you want. But until the next Supreme video, until the next Streetwear Talk video, until the next The North Face video, guys, catch you later.